Hey guys, George back again after a 6 month hiatus. Yep, it's been 6 months since I did my last video. As you can see, I look a little different. The hair's gone. Chopped it off, gave it to Wigs for Kids. Beard's gone except for my chin scratch. Um, I don't know, man. I've just been hanging out, listening to a lot of shit, buying a lot of shit. Just took time off. Longer than I thought I would. I just didn't feel up to doing any videos for a while. I lost my pup JJ died. We had to put him down in February or March. So that was rough. And we got a new little girl here somewhere. I thought she was right here, but she's not. So I've been busy with training her, Black Lab this time. But other than that, just chilling. Looking for a new job. Left my old job after a bunch of bullshit that went down there. So I'm taking the summer off, hanging with the kids, doing some traveling, buying some records. So I figure this first video will be all of the used stuff I've gotten pretty much over the last couple months anyway. It's not all of it. I bought a lot of stuff over the last few months, but here is basically the used stuff. First up, Humble Pie Best Of. This came out in 1982 on A&M. I never really see this out in the wild. These are all, these are all like mint condition. I went to George's Song Shop in Johnstown over this past weekend. I got a lot of stuff there. A lot of metal stuff, so most of the stuff's from George's. Pet Hate, Bad Publicity. Import on Heavy Metal Records. I had one other one by these guys, but I figure for that cheap a price. These were all like, $4, $5, $6. Axe Victims. This is on Mausoleum. I forget. I think this was 82, something like that. I cleaned everything when I got home. It's got the cool old Mausoleum records. I want to say 82, but I could be wrong. This is the Belgium import. I listened to some of this. This is okay. It's, metal. But it's pretty good. I never saw it before, so figured I'd pick that up. Sonic Cinderella Garage. They just put a new one out. I got the CD. It's fantastic. We Are the Sonics, I think it's called, or something like that. Or This Is the Sonics. They just put a new one. I think it's called We Are the Sonics, or This Is the Sonics. It's fantastic. This is Cinderella. Just straight up garage rock. Really killer, though. One I never saw. This is a 70... I think 74 this came out. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else has this. Growl. This was on Discreet Records. Pretty heavy for the time, I thought. There's a few covers on here. This one's not in the greatest shape, but I never saw it before. So I pulled the trigger on it. I like this. I'm going to try and find a better copy of it. Really cool 70s hard rock. But really cool record. If you like the sound, I know Greeno's probably all over that one already. New wave of British heavy metal band Spider. Rock and Roll Gypsies. This is their full length. I like this a lot. This is more, it's not really like British metal, but more hard rock. I thought anyway. And there's also, I found a single for Why Do You Lie to Me, which isn't on the record. I don't think any of these 3 songs on this single are on the record. But really killer stuff. Again, never saw these. If I did, I looked them over before, but worth checking out, I thought. Kind of like Def Leppard vein, maybe, for the back in the time, or back in the day, like the early Def Leppard stuff. This one I wish was in a little better shape. The cover and stuff's pretty killer looking, but the vinyl had some surface. It plays fine. It just has some surface, surface wear. But Mata Hoople. This is the UK pressing. Different album cover than the US. It's got All the Way from Memphis on it. Pretty killer though. Figured I'd pick that up. That was cheap. Found this on this one came from eBay, I think, or Discogs. I've been looking for this for a while for cheap. My buddy John's on this, plays drums. World War III. John's also the drummer for Britney Fox and Dora Pesh. This thing's dead mint. This came out on Axe Killer Records in '85. Tippa Spars was the singer on this, who was in, I want to say, White Fox for a little while here in Philly. And the 2 Hammer brothers, Dan and Gary Hammer, which I have no idea what happened to those 2. I kind of know where Tippa's at now, nowadays, and obviously John, but I was happy to add this. I have this on CD. They reissued it on CD a few years back, but I think it has a different cover. Found a killer white label promo of Killer from Alice Cooper, and it also has the calendar. It's not connected, but it came with the calendar. Back cover, the Alice Cooper calendar. But it's a really nice looking white label promo. So I know they're hard to find. It's not in the greatest shape, again, surface wear on it, but I listened to it, no surface noise, which is good. You can tell it's just been sitting. Looked like it was sitting out maybe for a little while. Found the second TT. This also was on Discogs. I found a second TT Quick record, Sloppy Seconds, on vinyl. This got a different cover from what I remember. This was the inner cover of the cassette, because I have this on cassette, but it's not that cover. Again, dead mint. This is on Helicon Records, which I think, yeah, it was a Jersey label, probably their own label. But obviously it has the singer Mark Tornillo he's in Accept now. But really cool record. I always like TT Quick stuff. I ended up getting, I don't have it in this pile, but I ended up getting their first full length, what the hell is it called? Upgrade of it anyway, the common one. Got this on eBay Professionals. It's got Steve Jones and Paul Cook from the Sex Pistols after the Sex Pistols split. Kind of punky, pop, punk kind of stuff. Really cool record. I don't know if they ever reissued these on CD or this on CD. I think they did with bonus tracks now, but now I think about it. I think they had recorded a full length before this album that never was released, unfortunately, so they re-recorded everything and put this record out. But it's cool. If you like the Sex Pistols, you'll probably want to dig that. You probably would dig that one, I should say. Got a beautiful copy, German copy of Fair Warning from Van Halen, German press. My favorite Van Halen record. Dead mint. Looks like it was never played. Really, really cool record. So I was happy to add this to collect. I think they just reissued this too, like a remaster. Remastered for vinyl. That I'm going to try and track down. I'm sure I could. Guys at Shady Dog will order it for me. Found another copy of Blue Cheer. The Beast is Back. This one's kind of hard to find on Megaforce Records. I believe this is their last studio record. So this is cool. I always liked this. I had this on cassette. I had a pretty beat up version of it. Anyway, the cover anyway. I think the vinyl was okay. So I was happy to get that. Here's our new edition. Come here. Oh, this is Raven. This is our new pup. She's 5.5 months old. And she's a handful. Say hi. Look at them feet. She's going to be big. Huh. You're going to be a big girl. Yeah. Go ahead. Anyway, like I said, we lost JJ, which crushed me, but we got her, and she's been doing really good. A couple blues pieces here. I got the original copy of Muddy and the Wolf on chess. So that was cool. I love this record. First Side's Muddy Waters with Otis Spann, Michael Bloomfield, Paul Butterfield, Duck Dunn, and Sam Lay. And the second side is Howlin' Wolf with Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts, Hubert Sumlin, and Ian Stewart. Really cool stuff. And an 80s reissue, I think 84, when I remember. Yeah, 84 of the Howlin' Wolf rocker cover. Some people call this the Rockin' Chair. I think it's his second album. Pretty killer. I think originals of this goes for stupid money. I got those at Shady Dog. This one I got at Shady Dog. I don't know much about this. Roadstar, Peter Rabbit, Rock and Roll. It's kind of like 70s hard rock. From what I heard, a couple tracks from it. It was in the budget bin, so picked that up. I don't know too much about that one. These last ones, I believe, no. I got these couple left. Shady Lady, like a glammy punk. This was on Rave Up Records out of Australia, or out of Italy. So I picked that up. Really cool. That Rave Up Records put out some really cool stuff that's hard as shit to find now. I got this off at Discogs. The UK version of Sweets, Desolation Boulevard. I finally found a killer clean version of this. It was kind of hard to find for cheap. Original mixes on here of some of their hits. When it came out in the US, it was basically a best of with the same title, basically. I mean, there was some stuff left over, but this has the original mix of Fox on the Run. And I forget what else. A really killer. I was happy to get that. And the rest of these I got from one seller off of Discogs. He was selling stuff for real cheap. A bunch of singles and a few full lengths, but promo LA Guns from the first album, 4-song promo. This one's on Vertigo. These are all imports too. Pick that up. The Rods Full Throttle EP. This has Power Lover, Nothing Going On in the City, Crank It Up, and Getting Higher. They put this out when they opened for Iron Maiden back in 1982, I think. Or 81 maybe. You don't see this one every day, that's for sure. So I picked that up. A couple Zodiac Mind Warp. This one's Planet Girl, and this one is Prime Mover with I think some unreleased shit on the second side. Born to Be Wild I think was on the album. Dogface Driver and Go Go Baby Dream Show. Pretty cool stuff. I like that first Zodiac Mind Warp record. The Almighty promo 12-inch for Wild and Wonderful. This has the 7-inch version and full-length version on side A, and then 3 unreleased tracks on side B. Wild Angel, Thunderbird, and Good God Almighty. I believe they're unreleased. I'm not 100% sure. Priest, Living After Midnight 12-inch with 2 live tracks, Delivering the Goods and Evil Fantasies. This was cheap. So I have quite a few Judas Priest 12 inches from back then, but that wasn't one of them, so I was happy to add that. The German pressing of Fuck You from Overkill. I ordered this initially thinking, because the album cover had the red logo, but when I got it, it was the green logo. So I know there is a red logo one floating around, but it's cool to have the German one. Rose Tattoo, Rock and Roll Outlaws, basically the first album. This was the German or French, I think the French release of this with a different cover, but it's basically the first album, just a different cover, but killer cover nonetheless, so I picked that up. Faith or Fear, Punishment Area, Local Boys here in Philly. Never had this on vinyl. He had it for $4 or $5, something like that. It ended up costing. I bought all these. I bought like 9 titles from him. It was like $50, and the guy was in England too, so it was like maybe $10 shipping that he charged me. So I picked that up. But really fucking cool record. And then lastly, a grail of mine. I've been dying to get this for cheap, which you'll never find this for cheap. Cheers. And that is the first Wild Hearts full length, Earth versus the Wild Hearts. It only came out in Germany on vinyl in 1992. Just a really hard one to find. Every time I've seen them, they've gone for over 100, 120 bucks. This one was a buy it now on eBay. I jumped on it as fast as I could for like 40 bucks. I didn't even read the description. I just hit buy it now, and then after I paid for it, I went back and read the description, and thankfully it was dead mint. I thought maybe after I thought about it, I was just buying a cover or something like that. But so I was extremely happy to add this to the collection. So anyway, that's the used stuff for now. I'm going to do another video showing the newer pressing stuff that I've gotten. So that's it. I won't ramble on too long, but like I said, I've been gone for quite a while, 6 months to be exact. A fast 6 months. But hopefully I'll keep doing them. We'll see. But anyway, check out video number 2 coming up real soon. Peace.